Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Dak Prescott's Rams going up against Jared Goff's Saints.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the New Orleans Saints. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now Goff on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Play action. It's Goff. He's going to air this out deep for Harvin. And it's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, you know, he'd say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about that used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
they'll try a little trickery here on the end around. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Goff now looks to throw. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. In motion goes the tight end. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. steps away to his left. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. So fourth down, John Fox will turn it over to his field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Lutz's kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive for him here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's Prescott. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit. But even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. So the offense has it 1st and 10. First carry for Giovanni Bernard. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep...
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They needed 14. They got 15 here on 3rd down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Goff got his man complete over the middle. It's Oliver. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
Now a toss play to Bernard. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. And it's up and good. Lutz now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. They'll come up now with a clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second down following the run. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. On the give, this is their fullback. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And oh, he coughed it up. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. To throw is gone. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On first down, gone. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dominique Easley in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Watch that in. Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Like 20. 12. 12.
Four down. Four down.
Whirling. Whirling.
On second down, here's Goff. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Super.
Goff on third down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I have to say that was a surprise call on 3rd and inches. I thought they'd try and run the football there, but you got to believe they thought they'd surprise the defense and pick up something downfield, but that one goes incomplete.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. A toss play. Here's Pirine. Now Pirine is stripped of the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Williams loses the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. Look at the big man rumble. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for Saints.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yards.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They go play action here on first down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there for L.A. 58 yards. On first down, it's Gurley. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On first and goal, Gurley. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. And the Saints signal for another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. And this one through the uprights and good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. A shotgun snap for Goff. Shelling through the defense. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. The Saints on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Throwing right, and that's complete. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give them a first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
He's going to air this out deep for Harvin. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Second and 10. Goff again. McKinnon here. It's complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Rams have got it back. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A second down throw for Prescott. Oh, good footwork on the spin. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be third down. The Saints with an extra defensive back here on third on the field.
Could they blitz?
Prescott from the gun. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. First down, Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. A second down throw for Prescott. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. From the red zone now, Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll throw again. Prescott. Dancing to his left. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point,
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this week 3 matchup. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Rams getting set to go now. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up and making sure it was a catch.
And he'll be knocked down sideways near the 42. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be second down. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Taco Charlton with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, Let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
To throw on second down is gone. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And his throw here is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So 2nd and 10 here. And the wideout in motion. On 2nd and 10, gone. A swing pass caught. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a carry for Bernard. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Giovanni Bernard with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
After the interception, here's Goff. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's gone. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Out of the gun. Gone. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He'll field this at the 5. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 19. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Second down now after the pass completion. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Elsewhere, they have gone to the third quarter now in Dallas, and the Giants have extended their lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now Goff on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away.
Touchdown, New Orleans! Max Williams, his first touchdown of the new season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have, and right there they show you why.
Yeah, and it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He's airing it out for Williams. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throwing. Prescott. Caught left side. Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Prescott looks to throw on first. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Prescott now on second down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They find some open field here. Really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Here's Goff now on second down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Here's Goff. On the screen, Bernard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only a yard of the completion. It's second and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Here we go now. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the two defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slips free.
Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. He's airing it out for Williams. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Here's Bernard. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. The play clock's running down. Now Bernard. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, this from 37. And Lutz puts this one through. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now Prescott. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. The first down screen pass, good for 5. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A second down throw for Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. So they're operating in the red zone. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Saints are going to get to this one, so that should about do it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Saints, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Baltimore Ravens next week. Meanwhile, for L.A., they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.